Hello crafty friends, it's Anna Komenda here, and today I would like to show you 3 simple ideas on how you can make Christmas tags. I will also share more ideas that I haven't shown you on the video, but you can easily follow the steps and create your own tags in colors you would like to have under your Christmas tree. And I gathered around some goodies from Scrapbook.com, exclusive goodies that I recently got. Some fun stamps, sticker books, and stencils, and I will use some of them on this during this video. I also have those craft cardstock leftovers from making a bigger album, and I decided it will be a fun way to challenge myself to use them up. Sorry if I sound weird to you. I had wisdom tooth removed and I'm swallowed like a hamster. So I'm cutting papers into 2 by 4.5 inch size, and I'm doing the same with the red glitter paper. This is from the rainbow paper pad. Glitter pad, and I'm adding the same size. This kind of tags is the simplest because you don't need any tools like dies or die cutting machine, but you can do exactly the same shapes using dies if you prefer and if it sounds faster for you. I will be working with Christmas foliage background stamp. It was designed for bigger cards, for slimline cards, but who told that you cannot use them for smaller projects? So I glued it into my Misty tool. It kind of fits perfectly there, and I'm using a red Distress Oxide ink. The color is called Candied Apple, to stamp over the cardstock, and I'm only stamping once as this color covers quite well, and I'm repeating it on the second, the third and fourth and so on. I didn't show you how I make every single tag because they are kind of duplicated, so you can cut as many as you want for your Christmas tree, and you can stamp over and over and then glue them together or over and over. I'm creating a kind of a fishtail tags, but there are nested dies from Scrapbook.com that can do exactly the same, maybe not in exactly the same size, but it doesn't matter because we don't have to fit it anywhere. So I cut it out the glitter paper, and I will be cutting out the same shape of the stamped paper, but I needed for the paper to dry. So I first gathered some ribbons and red string, waiting for the stamped paper to dry. And when I notice it's dry enough that it won't smear, I'm using the first cutted fishtail tag as a stencil to cut the second one. I'm using a hole puncher to make holes, and I'm tying everything together with a string. You have to leave the string a little bit longer because you will be using it to mount the tag um, to the gift bag or to the ribbon on the wrapped box or whatever you use to wrap your presents. And I am also adding a piece of this checked red ribbon to add some dimension and a fun part to the project. And that's it. This is how you make the first tag. You can write the name on the back of the paper, glitter paper, or on the back of the craft cardstock paper. The second type of tag will be created with actual tag shape. This is the die, and I needed to measure if the paper won't be big enough to cut out with it. And I folded paper in half because I want to have the tag opens and to have the name written inside. And I'm using the different slimline stamp. It's called Snowflake, and I'm using salvaged patina distress oxide, which works perfectly under darker backgrounds. And it's still a little bit wet, so I need to wait until it dries. In the meantime, I will cut out circles for my next type of tag. So the tag tags are waiting with the snowflakes, and I'm using the circular dies in two shapes to cut out a few circles because I will be using this stamp set, and it has really nice circular I'm looking for a word wording. So I'm using the leftover craft cardstock, and I'm cutting out four craft circles, and I'm taking the bigger circle die, like a one step bigger. I have a very old circle dies from spellbinders, but you can use whatever you have because you just need to be sure that the inscription will fit into the smaller tag. And I used the yellow one color from the rainbow, but I forgot that I have also a metallic, so I'm reaching for two silver and two gold because I will mix the color combinations. You can of course follow your own color palette. Choose the colors of your tags depending on what color your Christmas tree is or what color of decorations you like to put out. My Christmas tree is red and gold, so I usually create kind of a craft reddish and gold tags. I just wanted to show you that they don't have to be all the same. Thus, I'm creating the snowy ones, and my paper is dry already with snowflakes, so I'm using the tag shaped die from the nested tags from Scrapbook.com set, and I am cutting each tag the way the die stands out on the top, so it doesn't cut the whole tag, only the three parts of the tag. Again, I'm using my crocodile to make holes in each tag, and I'm using the string and a ribbon to decorate them. But before, you can leave the tags like this, or you can upgrade them a little bit, and this is what I'm doing here by stamping some fun sentiments. And I will be using Merry Little Christmas stamp set from Scrapbook.com, and I chose sentiments small enough to fit into the size of the tag, and I stamped few with Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas and few with Holly Jolly. So you only see me stamping the first one because it's exactly the same process, and I decided to do white embossing because the color will stand out better, and I didn't have any white ink to kind of stamp with it. And from my experience, white inks doesn't work that well as the heat embossing. So I'm hitting my heat gun, and I will be melting the powder, and it will stand up better. If you don't have stamps, you can use stickers, like the stickers from sticker book, Christmas sticker book. You can use alphabet to create like Merry Xmas word. You can only add names like Anna, like me, or Gabriela or Maya onto the tag directly. You can write it in the inside part. You don't also have to stamp the pattern on the tag. You can use stencils, Christmas stencils, to add pattern to kind of whip things up. Don't overcomplicate it because, let's be honest, the tags will go to the trash after the Christmas. This is what happens in our home. No one is saving them for the next year because next year I'm doing the new ones. So it's something that will go to waste, so don't overdo it, don't overthink it. It's great to have your own tags in the quantity and colors and shapes you like, but don't overdo it. Don't spend like half of an hour on each tag. This is not a card. No one will hang it on the wall or put it on the display. Well, mostly no one, maybe, because maybe someone will, but you know. So it's just a few simple ideas. Again, if you don't have stamps, you don't have to stamp. You can use stencils. You can doodle like a fun little Christmas trees or something. You don't have to use tag shaped die. You can cut out tags by hand. You can add the fishtails. You can make just a rectangle if you don't feel comfortable enough in adding the fishtail. Just look what you have in your stash and play with your stuff. This is the perfect opportunity for me to use up some of those stamps because they are all in English, because of course they are from Scrapbook.com. But when it comes to my Polish friends, I prefer to send cards with Polish sentiments to them, as not all of them speak English. So I'm using those fun, pretty stamps for my own projects. So this kind of project will be perfect because no one will be offended of not knowing what is written on the tags. So this is how it looks. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like those ideas and I hope you will make your own tags. Check the description box for the links of the products I used, and I hope to see you soon on Scrapbook.com YouTube channel. Bye!